If you don't have a wall nearby, or you want to mount your Evolve hose reel directly onto a flat surface, the ground mount is a super handy little option for timber decking or concrete surfaces. Before you get started, you'll need to assemble the ground mount, which will come in two parts, the insert and the aluminium base. Slot the insert into the top of the aluminium post, pushing it down as far as possible. It will stop short of being fully inserted. Give the bottom of the ground mount a little tap on the ground. Keep doing this until the insert falls completely into place. If it's still a touch tight, you can give it a little tap with a hammer or mallet. When you've figured out where you want to mount your reel, simply use the supplied hardware to install it. Keep in mind you'll want to place it close to a tap. For a timber install, like this deck I'm installing on today, use the ground mount as a guide and mark out where you want to drill the 4 holes. Drill 4 pilot holes using a 5mm drill bit. If drilling into solid timber, the holes need to be at least 45mm deep to accommodate the screws. If drilling into decking, it's likely you'll need to drill all the way through. The screws will protrude 45mm from the bottom of the mount, so just ensure you have enough clearance underneath the decking. Place the ground mount in position, making sure to line up each hole. Then place each screw in position and use a Phillips head drill bit to loosely screw in each one. When they are all in place and lined up correctly, go back and tighten each screw. That's not going anywhere. With the ground mount firmly in place, you're now ready to install your Evolve hose reel. Simply tilt the reel at an angle and slot it over the mount. It really is as simple as that. Now if you're mounting into concrete, you'll follow very similar steps. After you've marked out where you want to install the mount, drill 4 pilot holes in the concrete to a depth of 50mm using a 10mm masonry drill bit. Make sure to either use a hammer drill or the hammer setting on your drill. The holes will need to be 50mm deep to accommodate the masonry plugs. You can measure and mark your drill bit with some tape, which will show you how deep to drill. Insert the plugs into each hole. Then place the ground mount into position and loosely screw in each screw using a Phillips head drill bit. With all screws in place and lined up correctly, go back and tighten each one. You can now install your Evolve hose reel by tilting the reel at an angle and slotting it over the mount. The ground mount means you can now install your Evolve hose reel in even more places, so you can take your water in anywhere. Happy gardening!